While delegates from around the world are gathering in Copenhagen for the biggest climate change talks in history, on the other side of the world, species continue to suffer from the change in the environment. Even conflicts between human and animals are emerging. Su Xiaoxiao tells us more about the deepening crisis.
Global warming is causing large patches of Arctic ice to melt. Polar bears feel the heat from the changing climate. A Russian polar bear expert says urgent measures are needed to protect Russia's polar bear population from further decline.
I remember some years after the ice melted, up to 15% of the bears arriving on the island were completely exhausted.
The expert says polar bear hunting is the main cause of the decline in the population. The increased amount of open water forces polar bears to stay on shore, where they are easily killed by humans. He estimates only 21,000 polar bears remain in the world. Polar bears are not the only species being threatened by global warming. People living in polar regions are also feeling the impact. Global warming means shorter winters, and with less snow and ice, there are less nutrients for the fish. With fewer and smaller fish, Greenland's principal industry is in for a rocky future.
Quantities have fallen. Around 10 years ago, or 10 to 15 years ago, they caught 12,000 tons, perhaps more. And this year, we're predicting 8,000.
With less and small fish to catch, some fishermen have given up and found jobs in shops and local industries, but unemployment is very high. The crisis is also spreading to warmer areas around the globe. In Australia, the conflict between humans and camels has risen. Darker River is a small town in Australia's dry centre. About a month ago, drought brought 6,000 thirsty camels here to ransack every possible water source.
2 weeks ago there was no water in the community because the camels have worked out they can push over the fire hydrants and get water. 42 degrees, no air conditioning. You know, the school had to shut down.
Australian authorities use helicopters to scare the camels away from the town into the open desert, where they would be killed by sharpshooters. In facing the effects of climate change, scientists hope the Copenhagen conference can guide people to tackle these serious climate problems. Su Xiaoxiao, CCTV.